Whoo, kid. Yes. Welcome back. Episode 2, iGnant Podcast. Got my boys Seth Rogen, Lil Baby. Don't forget to subscribe to the iGnant Podcast. And also don't forget to rate the iGnant Podcast. And follow me on all my social media outlets to get updated on the podcast. So let's get it going, man. Get my boy in here, Seth Rogen. Man, Niggylicious, this has been a smoked out day. I feel like I'm in Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like enjoying the herbal essence, the spiritual smoke, the humidity.
Eminem, the most sober guy in the universe.
Yes.
Well, you can't say weed near Eminem.
Yeah, he might spaz out.
Yeah.
He's been chill for like 8 years. I mean, has there ever been like someone that hasn't done anything in 8 years? And
no.
Yeah.
I introduced him at the Grammys, like his performance, and him and Dr. Dre, and then they were like, Eminem wants you to go to his dressing room to say hi afterwards, and I had a beer, and they were like, you can't bring that in there.
No.
And I was like, whoa.
A beer?
I'll chug this outside.
He can't see a beer? That's intense.
Oh man! Before we even start this show, this person is known as a good person. Let me make that clear. He's known as a rapper, supposedly.
No,
due to Method Man, who was here last weekend, he's known as a rapper.
Yeah,
and of course he's a battle rapper now. I don't know what's going on. And of course he's a man who whacked off at Starbucks. In
my comedy special.
Yes, and it keeps going. He's a man who got Post Malone to remix "Return of the Mac."
Yeah,
which is so random. I thought he was going to do Rockstar.
No,
but shockingly, he did "Return of the Mac." And then of course, he's a man that the devil gave a second chance to.
Yes, he did.
He's also I don't know if I'm saying this right. He's a Stono. Judaicus?
Judaicus.
What is that? Like? That's like
it's Latin for Jewish stoner.
Oh, yes.
Seth Rogen, for Christ's sake, man. Is that a grand intro?
It was a good intro.
So many titles.
I, like that. I started talking 5 minutes before I was introduced.
You're like a rapper now. You have all these AKAs now. How was that? Method Man was here literally last weekend, and he bigged you up.
I mean, yeah, I did it. 99% of the reason I did that was to meet Method Man and to hang out with him. I mean, I met him a couple times, but I'm such a big Wu-Tang fan that, like, to me, that day was the day I got to be around Method Man for a few hours, and it was all I could have ever hoped for. There was a point where he just, like, had his phone and had, like, the notes section of his phone where he's been writing shit, and he just rapped for like 40 minutes. Then I wrote this one, and then he would just rap, and I was just like standing. I was just like, oh, for me, this is the greatest fucking thing that could ever happen. So,
what is the thing with white people and Wu-Tang?
I don't know what it is. White Jewish people specifically,
like,
and Wu-Tang.
You're correct with that.
I don't know what it is, but
is it a big W?
It's white. It's for white.
Makes sense.
The W also could stand for white. I think that's what drew me into it when I first saw it. I was like, ooh, the White Clan.
Holy
stands for Wu-Tang.
Shizer, man. This Hilarity For Charity on Netflix, by the way, is not only funny as fuck, but I don't know how you put together that whole complicated production, man. How long did it take to really put that together?
I'd been working on it for months and months and months, and then I spent a few intense weeks leading up to it, practicing it. Yeah, we filmed. We had miniatures and little explosions and Muppets and all sorts of shit. I mean, it was just, we wanted to make it. I mean, there's so much shit on Netflix. There's fucking thousands and thousands and thousands of comedy specials specifically on Netflix. So really a lot of my thought was like, how do I make this different? At least different. I don't know. Just something that's not like everything else that's that's out there.
You even got teched out with it, man. You kind of like follow the algorithm of Netflix.
Exactly.
Like, you got like everybody. You even had a fucking chef on that bitch.
David Chang, just to tick off that part of the algorithm. Yeah. And then I got rid of him. The animation was great. That's from Justin Roiland, who is one of the guys who made Rick and Morty, did a short animated piece. That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
That was very...
it's a lot.
It was
a lot.
Good.
It was wonderful. It made me happy to watch that in a room with like 1,000 people in it because the reaction was shocking.
You were laughing. I saw you laughing at the
I was laughing very hard. Yeah, I came out. I like, and what's funny is because then I edited the special for the following few days, so we had cameras pointed at the audience, and there were several people I knew who came up to me after were like, "I loved it," and then I was like, "No, I saw your face, motherfucker. You were completely shocked. You didn't know what to do."
Is that officially a Dave Chappelle moment? Like, no, he always like got one-liners that'll fuck the world up. Man.
Yeah, that one fucked everyone up. That was a big, no one was expecting that one.
I never saw a cartoon asshole before.
Now you've seen a cartoon asshole. Yeah.
The first time for
on an Alzheimer's charity event. Yeah, no, it was the first. That I can guarantee you is it's the only cartoon asshole on an Alzheimer's charity.
How did you get away with that, though? Because Snoop Dogg, I think he got banned from Sesame Street. How did you got the Muppets on your show with all the chaos like going on?
Their stuff is clean. I mean, and that was kind of a big, it was like, they as long as they weren't doing anything dirty, they were pretty... Honestly, like
you had like 8 dicks that came in the intro, and then the Muppets. Like
it's
it's for Alzheimer's. What are you gonna do?
It's for a good cause, right?
How can you criticize them?
I like the Minion one.
Yes, the Minion dick was. Yeah, I'm trying to make that into a movie. We'll see what Universal says.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
But it would be a good idea.
It would
like
be good
party.
for kids. Yeah, for kids.
and me being a dickhead, I just figured it out like damn near like maybe like 45 minutes in that's Craig Robinson.
Yeah,
like,
man, and the Nasty Delicious.
Yeah, going ham back there, like.
Yeah, dude, he's amazing, and his band's awesome. And they've done a few of this is like the 6th event we've done. It's the first one we've filmed though, but he's been our house band for years, and that's what he does. Like, that's when I first met Craig. That's like, there's a scene in This Is the End where we're at a party and he has a piano and he's singing Take Your Panties Off. And that's like one of my earliest memories of Craig is being at a house party where he had a keyboard set up and him singing Take Your Panties Off. And just like a house party. And like, yeah, he would bring that thing everywhere and set up with an amp and play.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking wonderful. It was so much fun.
And he had like, he had all the Muppets, but the gangster thing, like you had the professional hecklers, man.
Yeah,
those guys are my favorite.
Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah, come on, man. Those guys. I mean, did you take photos with them? Did you like? I
actually didn't take.
Are you
photos.
out of your mind?
I'll get them. But no, it's so true. Is that like those guys blew my fucking mind as well.
They're like the Louis Vuitton of Muppets, man.
They're really hard to write for, also, because they're genuinely have really good. They have sick burns, man.
How did they come out? Can you leak the secrets behind them coming out? Where somebody
I can't do it. I don't.
I've had the Muppets on my show.
Yeah, I don't.
I could snitch on them. They were literally under my table.
They go through amazing lengths to maintain the wonderful illusion that Muppets are real. And like,
isn't it fucked up that you talk more to Kermit than the actual human?
Person being Kermit? Yeah, you never talk to that guy. You talk to the puppet. No, it's super, and he's very emotive. Like they're very emotive. Like they really can get you emotional. They tap into some like weird. It's why I wanted them on the show so much. Is like I didn't want the show to be just dick jokes. I knew we were dealing with something kind of serious
they
and
got
sad,
really which was crazy.
Yeah, and I wanted. And I knew the Muppets would help people through that, honestly. Yes. I knew that they would help cheer people up and make them not feel like things were just terrible in the world, which is easy to start thinking. And so, to me, it was weirdly like from very early on, I was like, I think I need the Muppets to help bring this to an emotional place that mere dick jokes cannot bring it to, basically.
It was like you really created like an emotional like roller coaster with your special, because
a lot of people cry.
And, my father has partial Alzheimer's too, so I kind of like connected, and I felt like, damn, he got me like feeling crazy. Yeah. But then you admitted that the reason why people don't talk about it publicly, where we could be comfortable with it. So when I saw that, I was like, yo, but you really made me feel like, oh, shit. Like, I just laughed at all these dick and shit jokes and all these famous comedians coming out.
And now you're crying.
And I'm like, oh, man, like, this really hit home. It really, like, hit home, though. Like,
I mean,
in a weird way. Like, it was crazy.
We wanted it to go as far as we humanly could. We didn't want to shy away from the saddest elements of what we and everybody are dealing with. And I think in doing the charity, that's what we found is, like, been the most impactful for people is that they don't talk about it. So many people have this in their lives, their parents, their grandparents, their aunts, their uncles, their friends' parents, things like that, and they just don't talk about it that much because they don't know how to talk about it. They think being sad is like weak or they shouldn't be feeling sad, but it's just undeniably sad sometimes, and that's a part of the show. And then we make a real point to try to cheer you up and to just bombard you with things that make you not sad.
And I love that phone call, too, at the end when you call, well, towards the end when you were calling the families, telling them that you gave them the grant. I mean, the vulnerability of that and then just cheering them up. They were so happy. Yeah. They were getting money towards, hours of help.
Yeah, I mean, what we've found, and it's, we're trying to cure Alzheimer's ultimately, but that can take years and years and years. And in the meantime, my mother-in-law has Alzheimer's, and the only thing that makes it manageable is that we have in-home care that we can afford. And a lot of people don't want to send their parents to a home, and a lot of homes aren't equipped to deal with people with Alzheimer's in the way they need to be. And so, we have grants that you can apply for if you have someone you are caring for and you can't afford to get in-home care. We will provide you with hours of in-home care, a certain amount every week, so you could go, like, live your life and, like, do shit and not have to deal with this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You look like you just smoked a pound before you got here. Your beard is like,
I always look
like a white Rick Ross.
I am like a white. You know what? That's maybe the best compliment I ever.
I know. I mean, Rick Ross lost weight. I don't know. You look like him. I don't know.
I do like weed. For someone who hasn't as much open flame around my face as I do, this beard was a weird choice. Yeah, it was, and the fact that it's intact says a lot about my abilities to handle my flames. But it is. I smoke weed,
especially in Cali where it's legal and it's all over like the West Coast. Is there anything special you like to all the pieheads out there that's tuned in, or is there?
No, I'm not like. I generally am like not.
So you're just like me. When I hang with Snoop Dogg or Willie Nelson, and then they pass it to me, and I smoke with the legends. I don't care what it is.
No,
it has nothing to do with my.
I'm like, once a blowtorch is involved, I maybe take a step back. Like a lot of people are smoking weed, shatter, and shit like that, and like it involves. Once I have to like put on like facial protection, then maybe you're smoking weed in a way that's a little far beyond how high you need to be, man. But just at that point, do another drug. Like at that point, just do a fucking acid or something. Like if you want to get that fucked up, do something else. You're really pushing weed to its limits, I think.
And I think that's the crazy thing you see on Instagram too. All those huge blunts that like the size of this microphone.
Yeah, what are you doing? Come on.
You never got like intimidated by Snoop Dogg? I know he's been on your shows before. Like,
Snoop Dogg's one of the few people I feel like I can actually smoke as much weed around as I want to without being judged. Like, and we hang. We can keep up with. I can keep up with him, and he obviously can keep up with me. But he loves it when I roll cross joints. He's like so fascinated by them, and whenever I'm with him, he's like, "Yo, roll up a cross joint. Roll some of them cross joints." And then I'll be like, "Can you leave me a couple of them cross joints?" No.
You kind of like made a lot of people happy. You brought Borat back, which is kind of gay.
Sasha's back.
Yeah, he brought his ass back, man. That was very classic right there.
Yeah, he's one of my first one of my first professional writing jobs. Around 14 years ago, I was a writer for the Ali G show, and I went on the road and fucked with people. It was great.
we had Judd Apatow a few weeks ago, and he bigged out that you guys are like the new like Hollywood gang out there.
Judd.
Jonah. Yeah, you guys all got together. Y'all just running shit.
I mean, thank God right now they're letting us continue working, which is nice.
He did say that it's because of you and Jonah is the reason why there's so many like classic hip hop joints in all these movies.
That's for sure.
He said he don't know shit about hip hop.
No, I remember like I Like It Raw by Old Dirty Bastard is the opening credits to Knocked Up, and in 40-Year-Old Virgin, which was like the first movie I had a real role in, I got to pick my wardrobe, and I'm wearing like a Jizza Liquid Swords t-shirt in one of the scenes, which is probably the first time a Jizza Liquid Swords t-shirt was in a movie. Yeah, I for sure was always pushing to have rap in our movies.
Why is that? You got sick and tired of the cliche?
I just love rap because I wanted the shit that I listened to.
It's cooler.
Right.
It's just what I liked. It's literally just what I listened to, you know? Yeah.
And are you listening to any of these new artists? Like, what do you think of all these young kids?
Yeah. Interviewed 21 Savage for a magazine.
That's so random.
It was very random. But yeah, I like his album quite a bit, and the mixtape shit. He was,
he's very gangster with it. Like he's like tough, and
he had a real turning point in his life where he was shot many times, and then became pursuing rap full time because he was like laid out basically. But yeah, no, he was a gangster, and now he is not. Now he's a rapper, and he seems to really like it. But yeah, Tyler, I've known for years and years and years.
He's a weirdo, right?
I've known him for like 10 years, I think, honestly, and so I think I honestly think that he has. Like, I mean, when I first met him, he was like a kid who was insane, and now he's like a respectable guy who has like his own shoes. And his new music is amazing. I think his last album was awesome. I thought.
And one guy that bigs you up a lot is 50 Cent. You always run into him randomly.
I run into 50 Cent.
Give me one.
He laughs when you say it. There's a story to this. We need to hear.
No, I don't have a great 50 Cent story.
I already had you in a headlock or something. Like it was like some.
Really? Yeah, maybe it was Jonah. Thought it was me. That happens a lot.
So it's like very random. I was like, maybe Jonah could have like some secrets or something. You know what I'm saying? I know you hate the guy. I know you hate the motherfucker. So.
No, I got nothing. You just called me Jonah.
Yeah,
you 50 cented me, man.
I heard it too.
I'm fucked up. My bad, Seth. I'm fucked up.
I know you know who I am.
So now you know how black people feel.
Exactly. No, believe me. It's the only aspect of my life where I kind of maybe 1% know how black people feel. Is people always think I'm Jonah.
Is it the weight loss issue? Like him losing weight?
We fluctuate similarly.
I mean, you guys got together and decided to like eat hummus for the rest of your lives and just like.
No one wants to be the fat one.
I mean, all of y'all is married and shit like that, but were there crazy women flocking when you guys were fat and crazy?
I mean, I never had that. I've seen it happen to other people, but they don't. No, it never. No, it never happened to me. I've been with my wife for like 13 years, also. So I'm deeply entrenched.
Unfortunately, a guy called Howard Stern ruined my life. I'm divorced right now. So,
really? Because of Howard Stern?
I went to Howard and it's over.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, $12,000 a month. Yeah, it's over, man.
Whoa, because of Howard Stern. I'm going to listen to that after this.
Don't go.
That's crazy. I've been on a lot of times. Yeah, I'm safe.
Don't go with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Who kid Howard Stern? That's all I got to say.
That's all. I'll Google that shit. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
You will never. You probably call me like, we need to do a movie. Like. Post Malone, man. The final question: how was it to relate with that guy? He's a very cool, conservative cat, or you just had him on the show? It was quick.
No, he was cool as hell. He was great. I went and hung out with him in his studio. He played me his whole new album, which honestly is awesome, and has a couple songs that are still stuck in my head, even though I listened to it like 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh,
yeah. No, he has one like guitar. Like there was some good shit.
I'm sorry for putting you on blast.
No, it's okay. I like but the truth is, he was cool as shit. He's young. Whenever I'm around these kinds of people, I mostly just feel old. It's not like It's not like I can't relate to you because you're a musician or a rapper. I honestly just mostly feel like I can't relate to you because I'm way fucking older than you are.
Oh my gosh.
I'm 36 and you're 22. In a weird world, I could be your dad.
I literally just got a text from Eminem, and he's like, "Yo, You got this motherfucker up there.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, we need some bars, man. We got to play some bars. I don't care. Give me like a Jewish freestyle or something.
Oh, no, I won't do it. No, I'm not going to do it.
I know you got some. Come on, man. You got to have some bars.
I have nothing. They've tried to make me do it. Sway tried to do this to me.
This is a whole other level. Come on.
All right,
You're
fuck
in
a
the
freestyle. I know you got a
family.
song you sing when you take a bath or
I
when
can't
you're
rap.
tanning and shit.
I don't want to rap here.
All right, no rapping. Can you hum to us?
Hum what?
Hum something like a Jewish hum. Like get us. All right, I'm gonna play a little something for you, and all I need is a hum. You ready?
Yeah.
And it's a 50 Cent beat, by the way. Give me some Jewish.
Nagila Hava.
Hey.
Nagila Hava.
Hey.
Nagila Ve Anismecha.
Mazel tov.
Hava.
Hey.
This is bordering on anti-Semitic, but I'm going with it. Nagila Hava. Nagila Ve Anismecha.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Step on the plates. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Step on the plates. Mazel tov. Step on the plates.
You hit the glass. You step on.
Oh,
You're confusing Jews and Greeks.
Oh, shit. I fucked up.
You ruined it.
All right, stop it. Stop it. I fucked up, Seth. I'm sorry.
It was
man.
wonderful. I like it. We stomp glasses, Greeks break plates. But they're cultural. There's similarities.
I got the movies mixed
Diversity
up, man.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like really fucked up, Seth. I'm so happy you
you're
came
killing
through
it.
Yeah, nah, I'm good, man. At least I got you to fucking give us a little hum or ham or whatever.
Yeah, you totally do.
You know, all of us got Jewish. I got my best friend's Jewish. You know, my lawyer's Jewish.
I've met like 7 black guys throughout my life.
No,
So,
for real? 8
now.
Yo, I don't mind being number 8, man. I don't mind that.
I'm joking. It's like 12.
Yo, I see you're gonna be Walter Cronkite before you get the fuck out of here. Well, how's that coming on? Is that?
I hope it happens. It seems like it'll probably happen.
You're working your way.
I'm working. Yeah, my friend David Gordon. It's funny, the guy who directed Pineapple Express is going to direct it.
No,
he also makes very serious movies.
I was about to say that.
Pineapple Express is actually like the divergent film for him. He made this movie Stronger last year with Jake Gyllenhaal about the Boston Marathon bombing, which was a very incredible serious movie. That's more his speed, Pineapple Express. But yes, I've known him for a long time because of that. And
do they have to leak you like the whoever really killed JFK to do that role? Or
no, I'd love
really
to know. That'd be great. It'd be cool if they that.
You've been in Hollywood forever. Nobody never leaked any info.
I got nothing, man. No info.
No info at all.
I wish I did.
You're like media trained like a motherfucker, man.
I don't even have a publicist, man.
Last question, Blockers, man. I know you co-producing that. How's that?
I was a producer on that. It turned out really well. It got great reviews. It did pretty well in theaters. And it's still out. I recommend people see it. It's a very funny R-rated comedy, which there's not a ton of out there. So.
And Superbad. Deuce.
Sequels?
We will never make a Superman sequel. We talk about maybe making like a Sausage Party TV show is something that we've talked about.
Okay, sexy food.
Yeah, we have some ideas for that maybe. Yeah.
Whose idea was to start that like that?
That was mine and Jonah Hill's actually.
Yeah, little freaks, man. I can imagine. You must have a sex doll in your house, man. Like
I fuck food. That's where it came from. I was fucking food one day, and I was like, "This would make a great movie." Yeah, and all of it.
Well, I was trying to get Waka Flocka to call in to fire you because he hired you.
He hired me to roll his joints.
Did you do it?
I don't know what
we both did not make good on that deal.
Happened?
Oh, come on.
He didn't pay me, and I didn't roll any joints. So.
That's right. Pay him, Waka. Where are you?
Waka Flocka, man. I mean, he's a black businessman. It's all unorganized. I was trying to get him to call to fire you live on air, and
that would have been great next time.
Well, next time, man.
We'll send an invoice for you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming through, and then remember next time get your bars up, man.
I will.
Please, man. Let's not waste any time. Don't forget to subscribe to the iGnant podcast. Let's go into Lil Baby. Let's go. This is officially Lil Baby Radio because I don't have nothing else to play on my show, man. This is you, Gunna, Moneybag.
Well, that's what's in right now.
Got Roddy Rich. It's like the same rotation. Drake.
Yeah, that's the squad. You just named the whole game.
Yo, come on, man. Like, did you ever think that you would be like the king of hardcore crossover hits? Like
no idea. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even imagine.
Come on, man. You didn't plan it out while you in the studio, wilding out,
what?
Eating like a pound of candy.
That's it, too. I'm tired of straight that lean candy.
Can you explain this shit? Like, you really eat a pound of candy a day? Like, literally, like, there's candy everywhere in here. There's candy all over the place. Yo, what is going on? It's like
I like candy though.
You like obviously,
I'm a baby. I'm a baby.
It's like Halloween in the hood or some shit like that, man. Like,
baby,
where did candy come from? You've always liked it. You've always,
you can just be snacking. But I always like candy. I be smoking. You know what I'm saying? I had the munchies.
Oh, so the candy like keeps you like, I mean, it feels like food or some shit, or is it sweet? Is it the sugar? Sugar rush?
Probably was so broke coming up. We only had like $2, so we had to eat candy and shit. Probably where it came from.
That is amazing right there. I've never had no artist up here eating candy all day, man.
That's all I do, eat little snack. Pretzels and that's it.
Yo, you gotta, before you even get out of here, you gotta hook me up with them Soul Furies, man.
Them Soul Fury too hard.
You got them on now, or you chilling? You got a pair on?
Chilling today.
What you got on right now?
Chanel joints today. You know
let me see.
You know, they Reebok let me wear Chanel and stuff like that.
Yeah, they gotta let you wear Chanel, Lil Baby.
Every now and then, you know.
Come on, you got, but they're affordable for the kids, or is it impossible to get? Yeah.
No. They definitely affordable.
Well, you talking about like 500, 600, some shit?
Nah, not Soul Fury.
Okay.
No. It ain't $80, $90, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you gotta give me a pair of a cheap ass nigga, man.
Most definitely. They ain't in the. I mean, you know, to some people, $70 still expensive, but I mean, all shoes cost about $60, $70 now, right?
That's a good look right there, man. And of course, you did that for the hood, so you could rep.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, how do kids look up to you now? Because I feel like you guys became like,
I'm like a hero to them.
Yeah, like a different format instead of like the super gangster drug lord nigga. Now they're looking at you like, yo, I could be a Lil Baby one day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I wanted people to look at me like. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I mean people like children, because I got a son and he watch everything I do, and he like everything I do, like word from word, movement from movement. So I know, like, my son, I know other little boys, and I have them tell me, they watch me, they like.
That kind of like switched up the way you think and the thought process. Because last time I interviewed you, you were in popping mode. You got the big cosign from Drake, which kind of like turbo boosted your ass out of here.
Exactly.
So now, going through all that shit, you went all the way down low where you even have your kid watching you, telling you what to do. Like,
exactly.
That's like, crazy.
It's crazy. Like, then it happened so fast. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad it happened fast. Definitely. So I can get on top of it, off the top.
Those experiences switch up your story format. Like, you already told us about where you're from, how you upgraded, how you got out the hood and all that shit. But when you go back to family, does it switches it up? Like, you know, because now you're not broke anymore.
Exactly.
You got money now.
Definitely make it all the way better. Like, a lot of stuff, you know, it's like less headache. You know what I'm saying? You can sleep better when you do.
How many cousins come out of the woodworks? Like,
see, like, I got cousins come out of the woodwork, but like, I got my mentality. You know, like, I don't care about saying no. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the right reasons. Like, I ain't gonna let nobody use me. If you need help, you know what I'm saying? I'm there no matter what. But like, bullshit, nonsense, I ain't for that with my money.
Okay.
Like, period.
Street gossip, man. Came out Friday. Unbelievable. Come on, this is too much, man. Like, the last shit you came out, you got your own project, and you got you and Gunna. Like, are you like using the Drake formula where you're just like not you kicking niggas while they down?
I had to show him like I ain't nothing to play with.
You actually did something. You know, I've toured with 50. We've done 2, maybe 3 shows. I think you're the first person I've heard that did 4 shows in one day.
Yeah, I be going crazy. I did 4 shows in one day, like,
how you
4 or 5 times now.
That is crazy.
It be even about like be at it.
Like, private, you get on a jet. I think you did what? You did Powerhouse. You did Howard.
Get on the plane.
Yeah.
Get on another jet. Drive 3 hours.
So you just getting it while it's out there, like, fast.
I don't get it. Fuck it. They send it. I'm going.
You're like the fucking, I don't know, you're like the Nas of the South now, with all the street stories and you know, chicks love you. Like, you ever thought about that? I know every nigga always be like, niggas gonna be sweating me, but girls going crazy like that at the shows?
Like, that's what I was saying. Like, I always explain to people, like, I ain't never knew about none of this. But like, when I be like, I'm like, damn, I'm for like crazy. Like, that shit, like, it's crazy that I got, like, for nothing, like, I just was sitting in prison, like, down there, dead to the world for real.
Golly. You know one person that bugs out? Giggs in London, when he had that da-da-da-da-da Batman, like, he had that line. Exactly. But you had your wine, bitch, I'm a baby. People,
I don't even know how they caught on to that. Like,
isn't that crazy?
The catchy part about it.
it's just like it's like popular as fuck, man. Like
that's it. Like when. Maybe it's how I said it.
But that's your language though, because people know who you are.
Exactly. So it's like me. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man.
First when I started rapping, they was acting like they weren't gonna accept the Lil Baby. Like, Lil Baby, who the hell named Lil Baby?
Yeah, but when they fucking saw your freestyle started that shit.
Exactly.
That freestyle is out of here. That fucking Kodak Black shit.
Exactly. Like
I play that shit at a rehab in Las Vegas. And you know, like I'm
something
like
that, whatever.
Is that the first? What was the first one that really popped off? Was it the freestyle or it was something before that?
Well, my dog. I want to say I had a song. My dog.
I'm talking about like something separate
like,
from a mega hit. Like my dog obviously was like the street. Fucking
like after my dog, then really just was like every tape had like a little joint on them, and I had that Me and Money Bag Yo kind of helped me get up through that too. So I'm saying that was kind of like a big song.
And when did Coach K come into play? Was it during
Coach K been in the play the whole time?
Even before all this shit? Yeah, man. You need
I know
like
Coach
a diaper tapper. So get this nigga fucking cold medication.
I know Coach K. I knew Coach K since I was probably like 12 or 13 years old. And ever since I was that age, he always been telling me to rap like,
are you
your
fucking
demeanor, your
serious?
swag. Like, man, what people be rapping about, like, it's like you. Like, man, rap. I ain't never want to rap. And he always asked me, like, you ready? Then when I got out of prison, I just fucking around and I'm like, Coach, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Been rocking ever since.
God damn. So he kind of influenced you to like get in the studio?
Definitely. He influenced me to just think about rapping, period.
And that Drake shit was random though. I know you get this all the time, but the cosign, how did you feel when you got the first cosign from Drake? Like when that
at first, he was following me. He started following me like last year, 2017. So Lil Yachty told me he was following me because, like, my followers was going up. I can't really, I ain't really catching like who followed me, who not following me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Lil Yachty like, Drake be following you, he be liking your shit. I'm like, yeah.
That's so rad. That's crazy, yeah.
Like, for real, he like, so I went to it. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
You chose Yes Indeed or he chose it? Like, why that record?
So, shit, he chose it.
Oh, he chose that record.
Yeah,
I thought he would choose like a club, like a faster. But you don't have to go in the studio to like create a certain type of record. It's usually
if you send it to me and then like,
especially that record is slow if you think about it. I would never think that would kill the clubs when that shit come on.
Yeah, it just go crazy. Like I think blessings on blessings, man. Cause
I had Yachty here 2 weeks ago, and he told me that he wanted you on Who Wants the Smoke, but. He didn't understand. I mean, he said, I think it wasn't for you or something like that. Why you didn't get on that record? He said originally it was supposed to be you, Moneybagg Yo, and I think somebody else.
Block Boy JB.
Yeah, Block Boy JB, yeah.
Because he had Block Boy JB on there, and then how they had split up the hook or whatever. Like, I be recording on vibes. Like, that day I just couldn't do it. Like, not saying like the next day I probably could have killed it.
Okay.
Then how I hear it wasn't formatted like how it is now.
Oh, okay.
Like how Cardi B and Offset, like they made them bit hard though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. When I heard it the first time, I went in the booth before and tried to get on it, but I couldn't get to it though.
Man, that's crazy.
I'm like that a lot of songs though.
Yeah.
I might do the first verse or a lot of songs I'm on. People be sending them to me. I go in there and try, but I can't get right. And tomorrow I might be feeling it. It might even sound like totally different songs to me the next day.
Man, I like the fact that you kind of like take it as it comes. It's not planned out. Like when you leave here, you gotta do your next project. It's just like you just going with the flow.
Exactly. I'm already working on my next project, but not even knowing that I got. You know what I'm saying?
And
I got a project.
This project you did is just for the fans because you ain't trying to let these niggas wait out here for you.
Yeah, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to come up with no radio hit and do it. It's just music. Get it out there.
It's so easy for you now. You don't have to kill yourself, man.
Exactly.
Golly. How long is your show now? Like an hour and change? Like an hour?
It's so crazy. My shows are like 45 minutes. But they like 45-minute hits. You know how like you got little songs on my album? I don't even perform none of those songs. Like, no song that's like cool. I like perform like 45 minutes, like straight, like my mainstream songs like that everybody know. But I could stretch it out for like a long time, like with like little alright songs that I know that the crowd will know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't perform none of them. Like I just perform like the hits, I know they gonna go crazy too.
What was going on in the studio when you finished Drip Too Hard? Like, that beat is like...
I sent that song to Gunna too. He wasn't even in the studio.
Get out of here. Nah, for real?
I just made it. I got something. I'm finna send it to you. I send it right back. I sent it to him. He sent it right back.
And of course, you got Drake to come back on the fucking other joint, man. Oh, my.
Never recover.
Damn, man.
But when I ain't gonna lie, when Yes Indeed, Gunna was supposed to be on Yes Indeed.
Okay.
But he didn't get on there.
He just wasn't in the studio that day?
Little ways, you know what I'm saying? Ways.
Yo, yeah, that's crazy. You know what?
He didn't get on there.
Yo.
Because when Drake sent me, he said, I got a song. He said, I got a song for you. Like, you can let Gunna get on there if you want to.
Wow.
So I sent it to Gunna. I'm like, bro said, goddamn, we both can get on here.
What?
I did my part. Like, you did your part. He wanted, all right, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yo, I love these behind the scenes studio stories, man. I mean, people always wonder how these joints get put together.
Exactly.
And then
yeah, something crazy.
Because we're all looking from the outside, man. Like, how much jewelry you gonna have now? Here you have like a nigga treasure chest on the road, man. What's up with that? It has like a little fucking ID code.
That's why
you put your finger on it and the shit pop open.
Starting to think like, how did I get addicted to like? But I'm not even addicted to it, but it's like, you know, it's flashy.
It's amazing, by the way.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that piece in the back with the head? Is there a meaning by it? Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, that's the baby head.
Oh, you got the little baby with the fucking
the pacifier.
Got the pacifier. Damn.
He go to crying sometimes.
That's a great addiction, by the way.
Got to put his pacifier on.
Wah.
You know what I'm saying?
Street gossip, man.
Definitely.
You got the crew on there. The fam is on there. Who's on there, real quick?
I actually got like 2 new artists that I'm fucking with. You know what I'm saying?
Shout them out real quick.
One of them named Rollo Rodriguez. Other named No Cap. They from Mobile, Alabama.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Then I don't have a lot of features on there. You know, I had the same features. I got Gunna on there. I got Thug on there. I got Meek Mill on there.
That's family right there.
I got 2 Chainz on there too.
Oh, you kidnapped 2 Chainz?
2 Chainz.
You got to find him to get him on that. How'd you get that down?
You know, me and him, he from the same city, so he round the way. Like, I was Chainz. You know what I'm saying? He one of the older cats from Atlanta who embraced me. You know what I'm saying? Stamped me. You know
wow. Definitely. So even from back in the days, you mean like during Titty Boy or when he?
No, I'm talking about like when I came in the game rapping.
Oh.
Like, he was one of them, like, hands down, I'll talk like, yeah, Lil Baby, Atlanta, like, woo. You know what I'm saying? That means a lot. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to the list of niggas that fronted on you? Do you have that list? Do you still laugh at them? Do you like? Mm-hmm. I know you don't troll niggas. You a different type of nigga.
It's a lot of them. Like, even the ones who you think with me, they be talking down like crazy and get back to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't never react though or respond. I still shake their hand or whatever.
you do that shit?
Yeah, niggas be DMing my girlfriend. Shit like
Come on.
I still dap them up, everything.
So that's even worse. Like they look even
kill them with kindness.
Yeah, they look even more stupid when you do that, babe.
4 shows.
Is that only in hip hop where you get this kind of shit? Do rock niggas go through this shit? I don't know, like.
I know, telling probably like. Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's like.
Do opera niggas be beefing and shit like that?
Like not natural. Someone like I don't know if it's more the competitive state. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if it's be their natural instinct to be like, I'm a rapper, I'm hard. If I see somebody else hard, it's like, I guess they kind of build a wall, but I ain't like that though. You know what I'm saying?
But it's hard when all your friends is where you at too. There's not many competitive niggas you need to worry about. Like they be like little niggas trying to DM.
Yeah,
who cares?
Shit like that. To me, like,
who gives a fuck, yo?
It don't even be like to me. To me, it don't even be like no little or like. I be thinking niggas be like cornballs anyway. Like, I'm niggas be lame.
Yeah,
it don't even be like no my songs up here or they. It don't even be. They be like, you know, I'm like street nigga, so it might be like on that level. Like that nigga cornball. Like he ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not even his music sense. Like, and I could be on that too though, cause I'm like, but I don't be on that though. Like,
and I like the way you're thinking. Would Jay-Z be somebody you would want to fuck with next year? Like to finish off your what would be your bucket list, man? Like to get your shit cracking, man.
Like, see, my bucket list would be something that probably wouldn't even have to do with music. But I mean, as far as like me actually rapping on a song, like I could see me doing being behind some crazy shit. They got like a big impact on music, but it might not even just be a song. You know, like You know what I'm saying? Something.
Is there any meaning behind the new album or any secret shit? I got fans saying you subliminally kick it to them. Is that something that you've been doing all this time, or is it bullshit?
What you mean?
Like you put like a message out there that niggas is trying to like, your fans are trying to like, decipher and shit like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, because a lot of people say you be in the studio like mastering, like you're thinking about what you're doing now all the way till next summer.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
you already crossed over like 4 humps, but they gotta hear the old mixtapes and the old shit to understand where you at now.
Exactly.
So you've always been on that shit.
Exactly. Like I'm trying to like, it's like I'm telling the truth in my music and stuff. So it's like it's gonna appear like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not made up. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna go hand in hand. It's gonna make sense. You know what I'm saying?
I got one last question before you get the fuck up out of here. What female artists you want to have like the biggest record with? Is it like Alicia Keys, somebody else from the side, or Beyonce? I don't know. Like
that's a good question.
Yeah, who? Because every time when artists like you get to a level where
they gotta get one of them female
fucking shit up, everybody's on your nuts.
You gotta get one of them females.
Yeah, you need like a chick that hands down everybody's gonna fuck with.
Yeah, so like I think I'm more on some creating a new wave thing. So I think it might. Like, I'm gonna have a big record with a girl, but it might be like a newer girl.
So you gonna find yourself, or it might be
it might be somebody
popping.
who out. You know what I'm saying? Versus like a Beyonce or Mariah Carey. Me being so young, I don't really see that. Like, but I think it being like the next Beyonce or the next Mariah Carey, and me and her having a major hit type. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you heard about it here first. You know what I'm saying, nigga?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Anytime you don't give a fuck about any of your pieces or your chains, you send that shit over there. You know what I mean?
I'll make sure.
Thanks for tuning in. We out of here. See ya. Peace. Don't forget to rate this podcast. Subscribe to the iGnant podcast so we can notify you when I drop. Follow me at DJ Whoo Kid on Instagram, Twitter, everything. Even on Facebook, DJ Whoo Kid. Shout out to the Who Army out there. Catch me at every club, gig, every festival. And catch me on the radio too. See ya.
This episode of the iGnant Podcast featuring DJ Whoo Kid is brought to you by the Loudspeakers Network. Executive produced by DJ Whoo Kid and A King. Make sure you rate, subscribe, comment, and share. Subscribe, comment, and share. Subscribe, comment, and share. Subscribe, comment, and share. Subscribe, comment, and share.